All right. Well, welcome. Great to have you tuning in as always. It's just about time for us to get started. Why don't we start to settle in? Starting as we always do, by lying back, closing your eyes. Taking the time to slow down. Taking the time to gradually let everything else start to drift away. And we find ourselves right here. As you tune in, as you join into the class, you take your time. Letting the floor support you. Letting the breath freely move in and move out. You're patient with this process. Realize, like so many other things, this process here of settling in changes from day to day. One day it may have felt relatively easy to settle in. Other days the mind is active on high alert and it just doesn't seem to want to settle in. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's not that you're good or you're bad. It just is how it is that day. And you work from that point. Not from the point you wish it was. Not from the point you think it should be. But how it is right now. How it is today. Learning to make that shift. To make that transition. Just a few more breaths. A few more moments out of the day. And your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You feel the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees, and you wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. That sense of movement, that sense of swaying the body. Then back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. That long line back and forth. The cadence, the breath guiding you up and down. The next inhale pulls you up to sitting. You sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. Then inhale as you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders back. The eyes are closed. Then palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor and inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale, forward, broadening the collarbone. And exhale, you press back down low. You settle in. You take any movement you like. Nice long legs. Inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, forward fold. And inhale all the way back up. Arms overhead, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. And exhale. Inhale, broad. And exhale, down dog. Firm with those palms. Sending the hips back and up. Inhale, left foot, low lunge, opening the hips. Right foot folding long over your legs, lengthening out those hamstrings, and inhale, full extension. Arms reaching for the ceiling. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg reaches back. Left leg back. And exhale, nice and steady as you lower. Inhale, forward, broad. And exhale, press back down. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, left. Inhale, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left, right. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let those eyes soften. Trying to move through the sun salutes with the eyes closed. You don't need to see the body move. Instead, you take the time to feel it. You feel that coordination. You feel what's lengthening, what's contracting. You feel the joints as they bend and as they extend. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, full extension. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right. Left. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, full extension. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Right. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale. And exhale. You relax the arms, close the eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. Nice and tall. Nice and steady on your feet. And with the big toes touching heels apart, you bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms gently. You sit your hips as low as you want to go, but you maintain that upward lift of the torso. That reaching up of the arms. The tailbone drawing down the abdominal wall hugs in to help stabilize the core. As you set that low foundation. And letting your weight drift into that right foot, the left leg lifts and steps as far back as you can reach. High lunge. The toes touch. You press through that left heel, reaching that leg back as that right thigh pulls forward. You get a nice long line from leg to leg. Opening up the hips. And nice and smooth. From here, we're transitioning into Warrior 3. So you start to lean forward with your torso, feeling your body weight shift into that front leg as you rise up. You're long from that left heel to the crown of the head. You work to get parallel to the floor, but more importantly than being parallel is just that sense of length. That reaching out of the two ends. Trusting your control of your center point. Steady on one leg. And nice and smooth, that left foot floats forward as you fold over your legs. You catch hold of whatever you got, your toes, your ankles, your shins. The head bows, the head hangs heavy. Tailbone tilting up, and you draw the body long. And with the big toes close, you bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms, chair pose. Again, you settle into it. A strong foundation. Your center is low. And it shifts to that left foot as that right leg lifts and reaches as far back, making your way into high lunge. And you settle in. Nice long line. That coordinated strength of your legs. The left thigh working in flexion, the right thigh working in extension. They work together in opposite ways to hold you up, to give you that sense of balance front to back. And nice and smooth, making your way to warrior three on that left leg. So your weight shifts forward, you rise up. Let the back of the neck be long. You're leading with the crown of your head rather than your forehead here. Reaching out. And nice and smooth, that right foot floats forward as you fold over your legs. This time you're going to take the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers. You draw the knuckles away from you. The head hangs heavy. Let your weight drift forward a touch. You want those toes firm to the mat, just as your heels are. Then staying folded, let your arms drift over to the right as you look over your left shoulder. Trying to draw that left side a little further back as the arms drift. Then back to center. The arms drift to the left as you look over that right shoulder. Back to center. Then bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms, chair. You set your base. This time, palms together, thumbs to your heart as you twist over to the right. That left elbow grabs that outer right thigh. You can broaden, you can bind as you want to go deeper. But you draw that left side under. Working it across the midline. That right side can then roll open. And inhale back to center chair. Nice full breath, and then palms to the thumbs to your heart as you twist over to left. Use that right elbow, right tricep against that left thigh as leverage to pull that bottom side under. Then inhale back to center chair. And exhale, you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, the right foot steps forward. Warrior two. The left heel spins in as you sweep up. You sit your hips. Nice and broad across the collarbone. Nice full breath. Then straightening out your right leg. You turn the toes in so the feet are parallel. You pinch the heels as the knees bend and the hips sit. Goddess pose. The elbows bending to 90 degrees. Shoulder blades hugging towards each other. You sit low and you stabilize. Feeling grounded. Feeling steady. Your weight even and foot to foot. The torso is nice and tall, balanced on top. Then inhale, you extend the limbs. Those heels spin back out. The right toes turn forward towards the top edge of the mat as you reach forward for triangle pose. Right hand lands down, left arm reaches up. Nice long line from hand to hand, foot to foot, ground head to tailbone. You're expanding outward. Reaching forward with the top of the head. You feel like you're creating all this space with the body, spreading, opening up for that full breath. Then on your next inhale, the front knee bends as you sit back behind that thigh, warrior two. A smooth transition. And exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale the left foot forward. Warrior two. The eyes are soft. That full, smooth breath in and out. As you just settle into it. You have that nice pressure to the outer edge of that right foot. The left thigh draws forward to touch so your hips are able to settle down behind you. Then straightening that left leg. The toes turn in, the feet are parallel. You pinch the heels, bend the knees, goddess pose. And keep that breath smooth. Nice and steady. You don't overthink it. Noticing when the mind starts to wind up about it. And you slow it all down. Inhale, extending the limbs. The heels spin. Left toes turn forward. Left arm reaches forward. Triangle pose. Don't be in any rush to get that left hand low. When we start reaching with that arm, we usually start to pull ourselves down. And instead of going down, you want to go forward. Extend the crown of the head towards the top edge of the mat. Imagining that long line of your spine drawing longer, creating traction. As you reach those arms in opposite directions, and the crown of the head reaches forward, you start to get that opening up, that expands of the torso. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, hands to the floor as you find your route to down dog. Then sliding forward into plank. We're going side plank to the left. So you roll to that left hand, outer edge of the left foot. You can always lower the bottom knee, stagger the feet for balance, lift that top leg, catch the knee, catch the toe. But most importantly, that sense of stability on your edge. That strong lateral line from left shoulder to left knee and ankle. And that nice lift, arced line of the right side. You're held in space. You breathe. And take the time and control the transition. As we come back to center, that right foot, that top one is stepping right up to the top edge of the mat for low lunge. So nice and smooth, you start to roll forward and you bring that right foot up. From here, we're going into side angle. So that right hand is on the floor inside the right foot. That left heel spins in. And on inhale, you sweep that left arm up to the ceiling. If you want to bind, feel free. If you want to rise up so that forearm's on your right thigh, you go that route. But most importantly is that opening up, that rolling open. And on inhale, you lift the torso, warrior two. You keep the hips low. Nice and set, orient yourself. And from here, we're going into half moon. So that right hand will guide you. Reaching out past that right foot as your weight shifts forward. You push down and you rise up. Trying to avoid overshooting. Forcing that right hand to the floor. Instead, you're moving your weight into that right leg. Those arms are free to extend out, broadening the torso, just like you did in triangle. And nice and smooth, you keep it together. That right knee bends as that left foot steps back, warrior two. Trying to place yourself there rather than falling into it. You take a moment, set it up. And then exhale, hands to the floor as you find your route. The down dog. And sliding forward to plank. Then you roll to the right. Right hand, outer edge of the right foot. Maybe you lift the top leg. Maybe you lower that bottom knee. And nice and smooth. Take your time with the transition. That left foot draws in as you roll to center, stepping that left foot to the top edge of the mat, low lunge. Then the left hand's on the floor inside the left foot. That right heel spins in, and that right arm sweeps open. Side angle. You work it as you like. That nice open twist here. That nice expanse of the upper body, the collarbone. Then on inhale, you just rise up, warrior two. When you're ready, don't rush. You're going half moon. So left arm will guide you forward. You feel your body weight shift, and you rise up into it.
Take a moment and become mindful of that right leg, that floating one. And notice if it's just kind of going on for the ride, drooping behind you. If so, try and lift it up. Using the strength of your abductors, the outer thigh. Lift it up, pull it away from gravity. And nice and smooth, you control it. That left knee bends as that right foot steps back, warrior two. And exhale, hands to the floor. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale the right leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. Let those eyes close if they're open. You feel that nice upward lift. That reach of the arms. Your tall torso. Then sweeping the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers. We're going into humble warrior. So the shoulder blades draw back. That front knee stays bent as you start to bow forward. The torso draping inside that right thigh. The head hangs heavy. Avoid hooking that right shoulder on that right thigh. You want to drift just inside, but you're able to start to slide past that leg. Then on inhale, you rise up, keeping the fingers interlaced. You straighten out that right leg once you're lifted. And exhale, fold forward, pyramid. You keep the shoulder blades drawing back. The head bows and you lead with your heart, your sternum, the center of your chest. Try and maintain that long stance foot to foot. Rather than stepping that back foot forward. You want to keep a long stance. Keeps that right foot further out in front of you. So then you have to reach forward over that thigh. More so than just going straight down into it. Inhale, warrior one. The torso lifts, right knee bends, the arms sweep up. And exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Inhale the left leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. And taking the arms behind your neck. Interlace the fingers. Squeeze those shoulder blades so your upper back is active as you bow forward. Humble warrior. Inhale, lifting the torso, keeping the fingers interlaced. Then straining that left leg. Keep your feet where they are, long stance, as you fold forward for pyramid. You really push down into that left foot. It helps hold the left hip back. So you feel your hips anchored behind you, which allows for that sense of reaching forward with the torso. That way you get that length to the spine as you fold. You want to feel that anchored. And inhale, warrior one. The front knee bends, the arms sweep. You take a breath, set it up, and exhale, hands to the floor, finding your route back. Inhale, right leg. And exhale, step the foot forward, crescent lunge. Left knee lowers, toes uncurl. The torso sweeps up. The hips sink down and forward. The arms reach up and back. And from here, you're going to bring that left forearm to your right thigh as that right arm sweeps back, crescent twist. You can stay right there or bend that left knee and you reach back, catching hold of the outer edge of that left foot. You can hug that heel and you maintain the twist, trying to look over that back shoulder. And remember, as you twist and you start to leverage that back leg to help you twist a little deeper, make sure you're not pushing that left foot over towards the right edge of the mat. You want to be pulling that foot straight in towards your hip. And back to center. You frame that right foot as you shift your hips back, setting up for Hanumanasana. Right leg straightens up, toes peel up. You can fold forward over that leg there, or you start to slide that right heel forward, working towards your full splits. And nice and smooth, you start to draw that right foot back. You plant the hands as you step back. Then the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Right knee lowers, toes uncurl. Hips sink as the arms sweep. Good, nice and smooth. Crescent twist. Right forearm to that left thigh. Left arm reaches back. You stay there, or you bend that right knee, catching hold of that right foot. You hug that heel towards the hip, maintaining the twist of the torso. Back to center. You frame that left foot. You shift your hips back. The left toes lift. And you fold, fold. Hanumanasana. Maybe sliding that heel forward. Working deeper into it. Good, nice and smooth. That left foot draws back. You plant your hands and you find your way to down dog. And sliding forward into plank. And exhale, you lower to the floor. You lie flat, take a breath. Then preparing for 3 rounds of Cobra. So the hands under the shoulders, elbows in tight. Tops of the feet firm to the mat, and on your next inhale, you peel the head, the chest, the palms up off the mat. Baby Cobra. And take note here as the hands lift. So it's the strength of your back doing all the work. You get that rolling forward of your sternum. The low back has a minimal bend here. Most of it is that sweeping up. That's what you want to feel as we go into the deeper progressions. Exhale, relax. Take a breath. Then inhale, you rise once again. Maybe hover the hands, or you go full Cobra, planting those palms and rising up. And as you go higher, it's easy to let the low back just take all the work here. But you want to sweep that forward and up. Your sternum draws out in front of your biceps. Your shoulders then roll back. You get that nice curve of the spine, rather than just a simple bend at the low back. And exhale, relax. Take a breath. Third and final one. On an inhale, you roll up. Baby Cobra, full Cobra. If you want King Cobra, you bend those knees. Keep the palms on the floor. And you're trying to bring the crown of your head towards the soles of your feet. And exhale, relax. You stack your hands, you rest your cheek. And take a breath. And 3 rounds of both. The arms come back alongside the body. The knees bend. You catch hold of your feet or your ankles. You can always do it with straight arms and straight legs if you prefer. And on your next inhale, you peel the head, the chest, the thighs up off the mat. Then you're lifting towards the ceiling rather than pulling towards the wall behind you. You want to go up with both ends. Exhale, relax. Take a breath. And inhale, you rise once again. Exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you rise up. And exhale, relax. You stack your hands, you rest your cheek. You breathe. And hands underneath your shoulders. You press your hips to your heels. Child's pose. You tuck yourself in. Inhale, rising up. You sit over to the side of your feet. And you bring your legs out front. Marichyasana. We're doing Marichyasana C, the twist. So that right knee bends, right heel comes in tight, right hand's on the floor behind you, left arm reaches, and on exhale you twist. Hooking that left elbow outside that right thigh. Looking over your back shoulder. Back to center. You switch sides. Right leg goes straight. Left knee bends. Left hand's behind you. Right arm reaches. And on exhale, you twist. Hooking that elbow outside the thigh. Drawing that right side around. That left side rolls open. And back to center. And take the legs straight. Paschimottanasana. The feet are flexed. The arms reach up. And on exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You catch hold of whatever you got. You bow your head, you close your eyes. And inhale as you reach out, you rise up. You sweep the arms around in front. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Come to lie flat. Once down, you take a breath. And bend the knees, feet flat on the floor. Preparing for 3 rounds of back bends. The arms alongside the body for bridge or hands above the shoulders for upward facing dog. And on your next inhale, you push down into your feet to lift the hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you want. And then exhale, relax. Take a nice full breath. And inhale, you push down to go up. And then exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale. You push down to go up. You breathe into the front of the body. A nice long line from your waist all the way up to your throat. And exhale, relax. Your hips come down. Your knees drawn. You wrap your arms around your shins. And the arms alongside the body, palms flat, legs go straight up. You can hang out right there or shoulder stand, toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once your hips lift, bend those elbows, hands against your low back. You want to support your hips in your hands. Let that weight transfer down your forearms to your triceps. That way you're able to soften your eyes. You want to try and rest here. A few more breaths if you want any variations. And coming back to center. Toes towards the floor beyond your head for plow. Hips are high, low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point forward. And nice and smooth, you unroll. You come to lying flat on your back. Once down, the legs are straight, the arms alongside the body, preparing for fish. You press it down into your hands and elbows. You arc the spine, roll the shoulders back. And rest the crown of the head towards the floor behind you. And exhale, you lower down. Draw your knees into your chest, tight squeeze. You take the arms into cactus elbows. And the knees over to the left. One final twist. Back to center. And over to the right. Back to center. And on exhale, you extend the legs, Shavasana. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment and see the full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back, chest is lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. And palms together at heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. As always, it's great to have you on here and to help you have a great rest of your day.